Going on, y'all? Gonzo's Convos, season 4, episode 11. Yeah, now I know the numbers. I know the numbers now on which one we're fucking on right now. I okay, yeah, I know which one we're on now. Today we are bringing on Ely Marie. We're gonna talk about paranormal. We're gonna talk about myths. We're gonna talk about what type of situation she's been in, if she's been in any, and yeah, we're gonna see how that whole vibe goes. And if you notice something different, kind of starting to get some of the waves in a little bit. It's a work in progress. But anyway, it usually takes me a little bit because, like I said, my hair is more like a thick straight when it's shorter, and then once it starts growing out more, it'll start to curl a little bit. So hopefully, the more it grows, the easier it'll be. But anyway, enough about that. We're gonna go ahead and invite her on. Damn, kind of glitched out a little bit. Um, but we went ahead, we sent the invites. Now we're just waiting for her to join. Hope I got the right fucking one. Mm-hmm. That is definitely the liquor. Okay. Um, Let me fix it up a little bit. Like I said, y'all, so it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. That's all. It's a work in progress. Yeah. All right. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna see what kind of vibes we can get, especially as part of if she's had, some type of situation. There we go.
Hi.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly. So go
Awesome.
ahead, introduce yourself to everybody.
All right. Hello, you guys. My name is Ely Marie. I go by Ellie or it's Ellie on all my social media platforms. You can find me itss.elyy everywhere.
You said fast as hell. That's talent. That's skill.
Yeah.
Damn. So, wait, where'd you say you were from again?
I am from Connecticut. I'm Puerto Rican though.
Connecticut.
Hmm.
Okay. That's like the last place I would think. I would think like if Puerto Rican, maybe like New York, Mass, Florida,
It's
Philadelphia.
literally Connecticut is like an hour drive from New York.
True, true.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm Mexican, so like when I think of Connecticut, I think of like a lot of rich Caucasian people. That's just me
See,
though.
that's the picture that's painted. There's like a bunch of like prestigious schools out there.
Yeah,
So and
yeah.
like the Charlie D'Amelio, like they live there and there's like big houses and stuff, but I'm from like the hood, you know?
The hood of Connecticut. I like it.
Yeah,
I always said that though. Like every place got its own hood. They got their rich areas and they got their ghetto areas for sure.
literally.
I'm from Colorado, so I can't really say nothing.
Colorado. Like when I think Colorado, I think flat land.
Flat.
Um,
Colorado was definitely not flat.
it's not. I don't know. I don't know my geography, bro. Don't ask me. That's
Yeah,
just what I think because I don't hear about Colorado. Like I don't hear anybody say I'm from Colorado. Only like
Colorado's the home of the grass, home of the mota, home of the marijuana. You feel me? That's Colorado.
okay,
Yeah,
fire. Well, I just got a history lesson.
absolutely, absolutely. So with this season, right, the topic is paranormal and myths.
Hmm.
Well, first, what are your thoughts on that? Like, is that something that interests you, or is that something that's kind of like I'm not gonna fuck around with it type of deal?
It's only interesting because I never know. Like I like my opinions change all the time. There's times where I get cocky and I'm like, man, whatever. But then there's times where I'm like, bro, but what if? You know someone who never gives up.
Yeah,
You know someone who
yeah,
never gives up.
Yeah.
The person who's always running behind you when you turn off the lights, that he will always stay alive. Somehow everybody has that same fear. You know, like when you turn off the lights and you got to run because you think somebody's behind you.
Yeah.
He's always
Absolutely.
alive. He is the most consistent. Can you cuss on here?
Absolutely. I'm under the explicit category. You say whatever the fuck you want to say.
All right. I'm like,
Yeah.
that is the most consistent motherfucker I've ever had in my life. The motherfucker that comes behind me when the lights turn off and never catches me. We love that.
So you're not the person that's gonna go towards the noise and open up the door where the noise is coming from. I hope not.
No, I'm the one who stays quiet, but in like what you call it, I will stay in a place where I can fit and see everything, but I'm not able to be seen. So I would hide under a table, under like I'm really tiny, so I would hide anywhere that I could find. Maybe like back there. I'll hide like under there.
You can fit it there. Wait,
I
how
could fit
tall are
under
you?
there. And no, I'm 4'11".
Okay, you know what? That's
So
believable.
tiny.
Okay, there
Yeah.
we go.
I will
Um,
literally hide where you can't find me, but I could see everything.
would you stay in that spot?
Oh yeah. If somebody's getting murdered in front of me, I'll be like, but I'll stay quiet. I'm like, I'm the last person you'll find in hide and seek.
Yeah, I bet you was a good hide and seek player. Fucking,
hmm
it's usually the shorter people that are good at hide and seek. I know because I'm 5'6", so that's still pretty short. I would say.
But I'm skinny too, so I'm really tiny and
Me,
skinny.
me too. I'm skinny as hell too.
Hey, you're taller, whatever.
Oh my god, I was the one climbing in trees, hiding in trees. That was me.
Ooh, I was the one manhunt. I would be the one under the cars.
I did that before too.
That shit's
Damn,
fun.
she taking on my hiding spots. Anyway, I would be the person that would just not be in the movie, and I say that because I'd be the one that just dips out. Like if I hear noises and shit, and I'm with the group, I'm dismissing myself. I'm dipping the fuck up out of there. You won't see me the rest of the movie. I
Yep.
escaped.
I'll be like, I just got some other plans. Oh,
Yeah,
I just heard the door. Oh, the door moved, and we're all in this room.
yeah, I'm out.
Not
They
doing
gonna
it.
investigate, hide around, do whatever the fuck. I'm out.
hmm
That's why I'd be a terrible horror movie character because I wouldn't last in the
You would.
movie. I would just dip.
You're the extra. You're like the one that's just like, all right, well, that's my sign to call it a night.
Yeah, like I survive by escaping type shit. I survive by dipping out, while the
From
rest.
the very beginning. But I think there's always that one character that's like, oh no, I'm out of here or whatever. And then later on, they're the first person they find dead in the bathtub or something. Or like they're like, oh my God, Johnny. And I thought he left. Like I thought he left.
That's
No, he's
because
out of
that's
here.
because that character wasn't fast enough.
That wasn't fast enough.
The character
Got
wasn't smart enough, not fast enough.
Mm-mm.
Didn't have agility. You know what I'm saying? Probably tripped over some shit, and that was
Wasn't
his day.
quiet enough. Like you gotta be quiet. And like all these scary movies are at nighttime. Like if I
I've
oh
noticed
my
that.
God.
It's something about the nighttime that freaks people out. Where did that? Do you know where that came from? Because I don't even know.
No, I think it's just the fear of the unknown. Like when you turn off the lights in general, unless you know your surroundings, if something unusual happens audibly, you automatically don't know what's going on around you.
Damn. So have you actually had like spirit encounter type shits?
Um, actually, yes. This is so weird.
It's about to
What
get
you call it?
interesting.
Yeah, so one day, this was way back in Connecticut. I was younger. It was my mom, my sister, and I in my older sister's room. She no longer stayed with us, and
Mhm.
it was turning into my room. And my mom had a feeling that there was like a bad energy in there because like my sister, she heard voices telling her to like do things. And then my mom, she would go in there and she was like, yeah, I feel bad energy. And at that time, we were very Pentecostal. We would go to church all the time. We were all holy or whatever. And
Yeah,
so my mom, she was all like, Bible talk, always was talking to us about God. And we would play like the cartoons of the stories of the Bible.
yeah,
So it was a moment where it was like definitely there was a battle between the good energy and a bad energy in our lives. So when she would go in that room, it was like a really bad energy. So me my mom and my little sister, we sat on my bed and we held hands and we prayed.
Hmm.
And my mom, she felt something literally grab her legs and her legs went numb. Like we were just praying, 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 and she was like something's wrong. Like I feel it like it's like grabbing my legs and I'm like in my head I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like but
Yeah,
I'm like
grab
but
me.
yeah,
Like,
but she's like, no, don't worry because we're here and God has us. But the spirit that's in this room does not want us in here, and it does not want us to talk about God and all this and pray, and this doesn't want us to banish it out. And so it was literally so frightening when I slept in that room that night. I was like, bro, I was like, and my sister, she had those porcelain dolls, the glass dolls
yeah.
with the old like big dresses and stuff. My sister had like a whole bunch of them sitting on her dresser.
Who gave her?
They were still there, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna sleep in this room. What if one of the heads turn? What if one day one of them just ends up sitting right next to me like Annabelle or something?
Yeah, like goes and starts cuddling up with you and shit.
Literally. So that was one of the little experiences. And then as of right now, my sister still hears like voices downstairs uh in the apartment that she lives in, and she hears like little kids voices, or the door starts swinging open and closing and swinging. It makes no sense.
Look, I'm glad I'm not one of them that can see spirits, hear spirits. I'm glad I'm not that because I would not be able to function. I feel like I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I wouldn't be able to be alone.
Mm,
No, that's not for me. God
mm-mm.
bless those people. You know what I'm saying? God bless them.
Yeah.
Cause like, and it's funny because when you talk to them, right? They say they see stuff like they can see it as you're talking to them, and they're just chilling. They're like, "Yeah, it's a normal thing." Motherfucker, no, it's not. Like, what are you talking about?
Like Elise from The Conjuring, she's like, "Oh, I see it. It's here."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Girl, can you sleep at night? Like are you okay? You
yeah,
still
and
in the party?"
they go about their day like it's normal or their night, and I'm like, dude, that is not right.
It
Like,
makes no sense. Like you are a different breed. Okay, you are paranormal. If this is okay with you, quédate para allá over there.
shit, they got some half spirit blood or something. I don't know.
I can shit.
Yeah. So me personally, I never had no experiences, thank God, and I never seen nothing, hear nothing. I thank God for that. But I've always heard stories, especially in my culture. I've heard a lot of like Rona, fucking El Cucuy, stuff like that.
El
And that's
cuco, yeah.
oh yeah, you guys call it yeah, you guys got different names for it.
Cool.
But that stuff traumatized me. I don't know if La Llorona's story for Puerto Rican culture is the same as Mexican culture, but
Hmm.
that shit is terrifying. Like that shit
Yeah,
is.
that's kind of like a, I don't know, in a way, in a dark way, it's kind of a beautiful story until you add the dark to it.
Yeah, yeah. I was seeing where you're gonna go with that, but yeah, until the bad shit happens.
Yeah, till the bad stuff happens, because that's so sad though. But come on.
But but it's like she realized she fucked up by drowning her kid, and jumped in herself to try to get him and drown herself, and but she's bandaged on Earth till she finds him, and she's not gonna find him. You think she's real? I think I personally believe that she is. I just never seen her.
I feel like you could give anyone a name based on like the crime that happened. So like let's say like there's a man that, like, what you call it, serial killers, they have names, and one day they're probably going to die, and one day they're probably going to be like a tale, years and years and years back when it
Yeah,
really actually happened, but it's like a little bit more fictionalized in the future. Like Ted Bundy, he could be the ghost of the woman. I don't know, like the
the
young
ghost
women.
of the woman.
I don't know the something. They could give him a weird name for like the killer that he was,
I've
or
always
like,
wondered how he did that. How he got so many females to jump on his side like that.
bro, it's because, oh my gosh, I mean, back
He,
then the beauties, it's the physical. It's the physical. You wouldn't think like, what if I murdered a bunch of men, but I talk like this, you'd be like, you'd have a really regular conversation. What if I had like 20 bodies on me right now? And
I was
it's
like,
just I'm
do
just a
you?
regular. I'm charming. Like I'm just talking like a regular person, and you wouldn't ever suspect it until it happens to you.
That's
That's the
true.
power that he had.
That is true. Do you have 20 bodies on
No. No.
you? Damn. Damn. What, bro? Those them glasses are hiding something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still counting.
Yo, County. Hey,
Yep.
I've been to La Perla. I know what's up.
You know what's up. All
Yeah.
right.
Are you are
Y'all,
you are
give
you
me.
you're from the island of Puerto Rico, right? Like
No, I'm from
originally?
I'm from Connecticut originally.
Oh, born and raised in the state. Okay.
But
Have
I
you,
was like surrounded by Puerto Ricans. So like my little sister says every time you go to Connecticut, it's like you come back more Puerto Rican. And I'm like, yeah, because Hartford is majority just Puerto Ricans. All you see
Hartford?
is just Puerto Riqueño. Everybody know each other.
That's what's up. I would have never known that. Like I said, I think of Connecticut and I think of like the
Rich.
white people with the shits around their neck. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a scarf type shit.
Is it like
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 you know what I'm
golfers
talking
or
about?
something? Like tennis players or golfers? Like they have
Yeah,
like
yeah, and they wear that shit. Yeah, and they got the short shorts. Yeah, the boat
hmm
shoes. Yeah, them folks.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, we
that's what
not a bunch of Kens and Barbies. Nah.
I. Hey, Barbie could come in all colors. Remember that?
Barbie can come in all colors, but not all sizes.
I thought she could come in all sizes.
Not Barbie.
Why not? Why not? It's
I
up to
mean,
your imagination though.
it's up to imagination, but if I were to say frogs come in all or whatchamacallit, not frogs, but if I were to say Cinderella came in all shapes and sizes,
Well,
no.
we know she didn't. That she I don't know what kind of shoe she had to fit into, but you know what I'm saying.
Or
But
I could say Shih Tzus come in all shapes and sizes. I don't know. There's a dog Shih Tzu and it's this size and it looks this way. It may be a different color,
you
but it
like
all
shit.
comes in the same size.
Damn, Shih Tzus little hairy ass dogs, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan. Nah,
There's a little. They don't shut up. Oh my God.
yeah, they're like Chihuahuas in another form for
Yeah.
sure.
I
But
have a Shih Tzu Yorkie and she just yaps till she can't no more. I'm like, do dogs not get tired? Like I get tired of talking.
hey, watch that dog because they might be on some shit. You know, like when
For,
their ears perk up and they looking, like
yeah.
they see some shit. Dogs can see some shit.
Yeah, she's the queen. She's the protector of the house for real.
I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, put your ears down. You don't see nothing.
You don't see nothing. We don't see out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of
Exactly.
mind.
No, it's like no face, no case.
No face,
Go
no
into the
case.
blanket. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of Barbie dolls, there
Hmm.
I don't know if you believe this shit, but there's a lot of people that say like that Toy Story shit is actually real. Like the dolls, the toys, all that shit, they do actually come to life.
Let me tell you something.
It sounds corny when you say it, but it could be some legit shit.
To this day, till this day, I wish one of my stuffed animals would come to life. I tell them, and when I was younger, I would tell them, I'm like, hey, and I would sound dumb. I'd be like, hey, so I just, just be faced off doing something else, but my doll or whatever, my stuffed animal there on the side, and I'm like, if you can talk, you could tell me. Like, who am I to tell anybody? Like, I'd be like,
You
you
were
could
trying to
literally
convince them.
trust me, girl. Like, you could trust me, girl. You could trust me.
You over here
Jesus.
trying to convince them.
Yeah, like you could. I'm dead ass. You could trust me, bro. Like,
But
what am
then
I? I'm
again,
just.
I feel like if Andy were to try to do that to Woody, and Woody would be like, "Fuck no, I'm not doing that. I don't know the risk."
I don't know, bro. Like, it could be real because, like, we don't know the reality of other things. Have you
That's
thought
what I'm
about that? Like, okay, so like, what if when we leave the house, all the objects in the house talk to each other?
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Like,
I'm
what if the
saying.
table talks to the chair, or
I don't know about all
oh,
that. That's a little different.
or the pictures, the pictures and everything, they talk to each other, or
Now the
like,
pictures on the wall could be something. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if it's people, like the eyes moving and shit. I believe that shit's real. Especially if
what
it's a
if
cursed painting. Yeah.
it gives me like Dora vibes. You know how everything is alive in Dora? Like
Yeah.
who thought to give personality to things? This has to be real. This has to be real. Somebody had to have experienced something and they thought they were crazy. They're like, you know what? We're just gonna make a Dora out of it. And they were just like, we're gonna put a face and a mouth on a door and it's gonna talk. And it's gonna make people think, oh, it's just a cartoon. But in reality, a crazy motherfucker thought it because he saw it for real. And we just never
Yeah.
believed it. And that's when you remember because God spoke until he didn't speak anymore. So what
Mhm.
if they're like, okay, well, we obviously fucked up and started talking, and now somebody made a cartoon about us, and you know what? Objects silence. Like dogs. What if dogs could have talked at some point, and they're like, you know what? Nah, they're about to do studies on me. Just shut the fuck up, everybody. Just shut up.
Yeah. You getting into some shit. Absolutely.
That's what I think about. I don't know. I'm crazy. I don't know.
It's either that or someone took like a shit ton of drugs and was like, fuck it. Inanimate objects can talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I
But
talk to it.
drugs, drugs. Do you think they're eye openers?
I personally don't know, but I've heard that they are. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if they say they took shrooms or acid, whatever the fuck, and they start
Oh, I love
seeing some
shrooms.
shit, it's
I
open
take
up.
shrooms.
You do
Mm-hmm.
shrooms?
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. When I did it the first time, that was the worst mistake of my life. I'm gonna tell you why though.
Okay.
My first time, I was with the homies. The homie said, put the tab, like the acid tab, under your tongue, and then take this much of the shroom. And I did that, and I was chilling for a little bit. I was watching fucking Rick and Morty and everything. I was having a good time, man. And that's a good show to watch when you're on that. Apparently, uh, out of nowhere, I see my leg kind of extending, like it's growing. So I'm like, oh shit, that's trippy. But I was having a good time until I was alone. Now, once I was alone, my worst fears came to me, and I have a fear of spiders. You could laugh. I don't give a shit. I have arachnophobia. I started hearing like bugs buzzing in my ears. I started seeing spiders on the wall. I was flipping the fuck out. Like after that, I'm good.
It's
No
because
more.
you mixed it. It's because you mixed it. And the
That's
reason
what
I know
I'm saying. But like, which one is the one that makes you see shit? Is it the shrooms or the acid?
acid.
So I
But
shouldn't
if
have
you
took.
mix it, if you mix it, it could fuck up the shrooms. So I had a bad trip and my room I have a lot of mirrors. So one day I took shrooms and I took an edible. And
Damn, he was
that
bugging.
day, that day my bed was off to a corner at that moment, and I literally I was doing it with a friend so that we can make sure that we were okay.
Yeah,
And I immediately kicked them out. I said I freaked out so bad that I was like I can't be around anybody right now. Like I can't be. But he was he was on shrooms too, so I was like you
you
gotta
was
go, you
fucking
gotta
up
go.
his.
But he wasn't feeling it like I did until he literally tried to drive and he almost like hit something, and then I felt bad, but I was tripping, so I couldn't really. I was not saying either. So, I was in the corner of my bed, and my bed, I shit you not, I have a full size bed.
Yeah,
That shit felt like the ocean. It felt like it expanded so big, and my arm, like my hand, I would reach it out in front of me, and it turned this small. But then when I blinked, it was this big in my face, and then I look up and I have a spider fear too. All I saw was spiders coming down. And then I started doing
fuck
this.
that.
Like I started I was like, "Oh my god, oh 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 my god." Literally, I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, please don't." And then I accidentally looked in the mirror. I didn't look
Yeah,
at myself in the mirror, but I looked at a reflection and everything was distorted, and
yeah.
that was the worst trip of I stopped. I didn't do shrooms after that for like 7 months.
The fact that you went back to that though, that's bold. Because if I had a like I said, I had that bad
But
trip and I never went back to it.
I thought it was the shroom, but then my friend told me, they were like, because you mixed it, you can't do well, at least me. I know other people probably can, but you can't do
Yeah,
shrooms and liquor. You got to pick one, and I definitely can't do shrooms and edible. I got to pick one.
yeah. Like they say, don't mix it. They say don't look in mirrors. They say I don't know. They say a lot of shit. But I know I was sitting there all fucking night just tripping. Like I was like, this
Tripping.
to wear the fuck off because I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm
But the
saying? I
last
mean,
time, the last time I did it, it was a really good one, and I had really cool people around me. Had the TV on. We had a great deep conversation. It went for hours. But when I started, I get different feelings throughout, so I have different stages. and towards the end of the high or whatever is like kind of like more most intense, where I start seeing things. So I saw texture on people's faces, and my toes were growing. They were like being weird, and I'm like, I'm not even moving my toes, bro. And
She
it
said
made
be
me laugh.
weird.
I was looking at my toes, and I was just laughing at them. I'm like, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. I'm looking at my toes. My toes are fucking growing right now. Yup.
That's what I saw. I saw my leg extending, and I was like,
Ooh.
that's fucking dope. I might be getting taller, you know what I'm saying? But nah, what I'm saying? That wasn't the reality. The only cool thing I could say though was like I would see different colors. I saw like animal faces and shapes and colors and shit. I was like, bro, this is dope. Like the tiger face was like a drawing of purple. I was like, bro, that's too dope.
Oh,
You know what I'm
oh!
saying?
When I did the shroom and that I had that bad trip in my room, I had my LED lights. I thought that if I did the LED lights, it would give me like an intense, like it would like an illusion, because I was on shrooms. No, as soon as I started flicking through the colors, the green, the green. Have you ever heard a color being loud? You never
Uh-uh.
heard of that shit. The
No,
green was so loud. The green was
she was
like
hearing colors. She was hearing
I was
colors.
hearing colors, bro. I was
She was
I was going
tasting shapes. What does square
no
taste like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right square. I feel like square would taste like apple. I don't know. Um, but
what the fuck?
but I was flicking through the colors, and I told my friend, I'm like, wait, did you hear that? I was flicking through. I'm like, the red is fine, the blue is fine. The green was so
Green is
intense. It was like hurting my head, my ears, and then my throat. I was like, damn, green, what the fuck is wrong with you?
green.
Shit.
You gotta flip it to purple. That's the best color right there.
Flip it to purple. I was like, we're gonna just keep it on white. We just keep the shit on white. Cause that green almost ruined the whole thing. I was like, what the hell was that? The green, the sound I can think of is sharp. Just think sharp. Like it
like
was a
a like a
very
high
sharp,
pitched, sharp type of screaming.
like static. Like I don't even know how to. Ooh, like the black and white fuzz on the TV and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
The high pitch that it has or something. It's like that, but like times a million.
Oh
It was
hell
really
no,
sharp. Mm-hmm.
hell no. But I have heard like shrooms and shit, especially shrooms, can like it opens your eyes to shit, and it could be a way that you can find your path, from what I hear. But I don't know. I mean, do you believe that? Have you had that type of moment?
Um, I have, I've done shrooms and really thought outside of existence. Like I've had thoughts that I don't think I would have had, in like not on shrooms. I would
Yeah,
just feel so at ease that I didn't care about the things that were happening in real life. I would think about what's outside of life, like it had
yeah,
me thinking like that. I would literally in my head, I just stay in disbelief that this is happening right now. Like whatever is happening right now, I'm like, can you believe that I'm a thing? Like I'm a physical thing. Like that's the shit that I would thinking about. I'm like, you are real, and we're sitting here, we're talking, having a conversation, and we are this big in a universe that's this big. We
yeah,
really don't matter. Like whatever we have happening around us right now does not matter at all. Like that's
yeah.
how deep I get. Now I really want to astral project one day, but I'm scared. I am so scared that I'm gonna get lost.
So what is the definition of that? Like, is that like an out of body experience type of shit?
Yeah, like you're able to see yourself, and it's weird. Like I haven't had that experience, but I've put in like something on YouTube the first time I did shrooms to astral project, and I was just following what the voice was telling me. And when I tell you, I was moving, but my body wasn't moving. So I was damn near like there, but mentally I wasn't there. Just physically my body was not in my body, but I was moving, like my arms, it felt like I was floating, and then when I snapped back, the whole time I was just still the whole time. Yes, it's literally real. And it felt so, the only reason I really like shrooms is because it gives you, and I sound like a drug, like every time I explain it, it sounds some druggy shit. No, but like it's like a different form of relaxation. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's what I.
you feel like it just relaxes you mentally and spiritually, and it just gives you an undeniably amazing experience, you know?
That's what I hear. But I also heard like if you astral project or have an out of body experience, your mind goes into the spirit realm. That's what I.
I'm scared. I'm scared for that. I think too
But
much.
yeah, that's where that gets fucked up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's where you could open up doors and shit, and I don't want to do all that. You know what I mean?
I
That's why I
feel like
never.
I have different perspectives, too many perspectives in my brain that I will get lost.
Exactly.
I don't have one opinion or one perspective or one thought of how life outside of the living works. I have
Hmm.
too many hypotheses or whatever. So I feel like because I'm not focused on one way that life is outside of here, I feel like
Yeah.
I will literally get lost.
Well, that I'm an overthinker too. You know what I'm saying? So if
Mhm.
they say like don't think of bad shit, like I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna think of all kinds of different shit. So I'm fucked.
Mhm.
I'm an overthinker.
It's
I
fucking
think
creepy.
that's why the spiders came, bro. Because my brain is like, nah, you scared of spiders. So here we go.
Ooh,
You ready for
ooh.
that motherfucker? And my brain would be the dickhead.
It felt like I was in a haunted house. It was literally all I saw was like it was just crawling down like damn near in my face. I'm like, bro, there's no way this is happening. I damn near screamed, but I was being so silent. And the thing
You
is, it
covered your
felt like
face
it
and
was,
shit.
huh?
I said you covered your face and shit like you weren't
Yes,
gonna
I
see it.
did. I did. I was literally fighting nothing in my bed, just like this. I was like, no, 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 no. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's so bright. The mirrors, I can't, I can't. I called like four people. I was like, hey,
But I
God,
did that too.
yes, I called. I
I
was
had a,
like, hey, I don't know what happened. Like, I can't open my eyes. Don't FaceTime me because I can't look at myself. The reflections of anything just are tripping me out right now. Like, I need you to calm me down, please.
it's worse if you have. I had a roommate at the time, and that's the worst time too, because it was probably like one in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I knocked on his door, and he was like, "You good? Like you need to ride somewhere?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." And I was kind of freaking out, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." So I was like, "Fuck, I didn't mean to knock on his door, like, but I'm freaking the fuck out."
Oh
Like,
god. Oh my gosh. I mean,
but
like
he was dope though. Like he didn't see it as nothing. He just went back to sleep, and I was like, "Bro, thank God." Like, fuck.
that's some creepy shit. Imagine somebody comes knocking on your door and like knocks and you're like you're good and they're like I'm
They're like
good.
sweating and shit, and they're like,
Yes.
"Yeah, I'm good." Like,
And then they just go back to sleep. I'm like, okay.
yeah.
Can you like go back to bed or something? Like, can you
That
get
made
out
me
of bed?
think he. That made me think he was like not normal. Like he could have been an NPC or some shit. Because if it was me, I'd have been like, "The fuck is wrong with that dude?" You know?
Wrong with you?
Yeah, that dude is on some shit. Like,
Literally.
but I don't know if I could do it again. Like that experience alone, I don't want that to happen again. If that makes sense. And
Don't it?
I know you said it was an acid, but just things fuck with my mind. Like I can't do
No, see, acid has you. I had somebody tell me that they saw hands coming out of this colorful carpet.
it. Yeah.
Acid.
Fuck. What if acid fucking makes you see shit that you wouldn't see before?
See, and that's where I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's real and what's not, because all of life is just adaptation.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
what if we're just used to not doing that?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I have edibles all fucking day. Like edibles did nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just made me high and had put me in a good mood. I even
Hmm.
drove like that, and I was just laughing while driving. You know, it was cool. But that shit, nah. Seeing stuff, I'm good. I'm good off that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to see my fears. I don't need to see no fucking ghostesses up in this shit. We're chilling off that, you know.
But you gotta be in a good mindset around like a good environment. You gotta
And that's
be.
why I was. I was around good homies. We were watching the show. Like they was laughing at me, you know, because I was geeking at the randomest fucking shit. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But it, once you get alone, that's when that shit attacks you.
Oof. You know, I did do shrooms at a cabin trip with a few friends, and when I tell you, I knew it started kicking in when I started like I caught myself smiling at absolutely nothing. We were watching a movie, and when I looked at one of my friends behind me, I looked over. He was at the couch behind me, and I shit you not, as soon as I looked at him and scanned everybody else in the room, everyone had googly eyes. So I just started laughing, dying, and I was laughing till like 8 in the morning. But one of my friends who did not take shrooms or smoke or drink, he didn't do nothing. He just caught my laughter, and we were laughing all till 8 in the morning. It was like 11 p.m. till eight, and it was just the longest trip ever. And he
I
ended
know
like
your stomach hurt. I know your stomach was sore.
me? No. Him, he had to go to the hospital because so we were laughing so much. He even was laughing. He went to another room, and the one of our other friends, he's like, "Y'all good?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was just laughing, and he's like, Jay is like laughing on the floor. What's happening? And I'm like, Jay, it is 3 in the morning. Get out here. I was just being so loud because I was geeked. And then
Yeah.
he came back, and his laughter, like he had he was like laughing to where it was concerning to, I know I was high, but he wasn't on anything. And it almost snapped me back into reality because he was just scaring me. Like the laughter was crazy. And apparently after that he had to go to the hospital. And
Bro,
so
he broke his laugh box, bro. Remember that shit on SpongeBob? He broke his laugh box.
yes, it was crazy. I had to go get one of my friends because at some point I was like, "You okay?" I was like, "You okay? Okay, I'm gonna go get this other guy." And I'm like, "Hey, can you? I know I'm on shrooms, but he's not on nothing, and he's concerning me. Like, I'm not trying to have him go to the hospital right now with him."
Yeah.
It was a crazy trip.
I don't know how you
Whew.
didn't laugh your ass off with the googly eyes, but that shit would have put me on my
I
ass.
did. I did. Everybody in the house was so mad at me because I was the loudest. I was laughing, just yelling, and I'm like, "Well, that's the point. We're here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Really
I feel like
funny.
acid would be a bad thing. Like that would turn into a Friday the 13th movie so damn quick.
I don't want that. I don't want to do acid.
Nah, it's not good. It's
I don't,
definitely not good.
I don't think I want to. I don't think I can handle that because that's like basically just chemicals on a tab. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, it's I don't recommend it
Mm-mm.
at all.
Recommend it to my damn self. Shit.
Shit. I think the only thing I would stick to is just weed. You know what I'm saying? Edibles, fucking.
Mm-hmm.
But
And sure.
even with weed, I don't go too far. Like people like to do fucking what's that wax shit? Like to do dab wax and stuff.
Oh, the dabs. Those are really
That's a
strong.
little
I've never
iffy.
done that. Yeah.
That one's iffy because it always put me on my ass, and I was always like overthinking shit. Like damn, like
Cause
what if
that's
someone
like
comes in here
that's pure like wow, that's just pure there.
and you're just sitting there like lazy as fuck? Like bro, like what if this happens? And you're
Like
like,
you're gone. Like you're just gone.
yeah, yeah, you're gone.
You're like, bro, what? Like what? Like
I remember my
me, I'm
cousin.
a lightweight. I'm a lightweight, so 2 puffs of like a blunt or something. I'm just like, I'm gone. I'm good. I'm good. And I why do people make it a big deal if you're lightweight? Because like there's more weed for me.
Yeah, that's true. But that's a spooky thing about psychedelics, though. That's what I'm going back to is what if that like it makes you see shit you haven't seen before? I mean, do you believe that it can
I think it
possibly?
can.
You think
I've
so?
I've heard there's people that have gone on shroom trips and haven't come back.
What the fuck? Like they just got
hmm
stuck like that?
Yeah, there's like different levels. So I think it was like at 7 grams of shrooms, you're like you're like in this. I don't know what it's called, but that's like the astral projecting level. Now you can astral project on another level of shrooms, but as soon as you hit like an amount of grams, depending on your tolerance, you like it just happens, and you can't like really you don't
But
control it. It just does it for you. You're
like your
just
ass
out of your
goes
body at that point.
like your ass goes into the fourth dimension type shit.
Yes, literally. And that's why I had to
Fuck.
study. I had to study how much shrooms is too much shrooms. And they're like, it's not too much. It's not a too much shroom thing. It's more of like like you have to work yourself up if you do want to get to like a higher level of shrooms. Because if you
Yeah,
start at like 1 gram or 2.5 and you want to go all the way to 10 or something, oh,
yeah.
you're fucked and you're not coming back.
It's like anything else. You got to build up your tolerance type of shit. That's the same thing
hmm
with alcohol. Like I'm a lightweight with alcohol, but the more you drink it, the more you fucking get
hmm
used to that, and you could drink more and shit. But
hmm
with psychedelics, I don't want to do that shit, bro. Because I already get scared. Like, what if this is like my reality now? Like, I have to deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like for
Overthink,
real.
overthinking. That's what
Over
I do. And
scary.
then you said the mirrors. I had a guest come on previously that was telling me about scary shit about mirrors. Motherfucker, I got a mirror right there. You know what I'm saying? So I was like listening to what she was saying. I'm like, okay, word. So that's not me. Okay, that's what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
believe that too. Mirrors are scary.
you talking about
Like
you talking about the genie shit, right?
I feel like it's another world.
Well, you're
Cause
talking
if
about the genie shit, right? Because that's what the previous guest was talking about.
no, I don't know about the genie stuff, but mirrors in general they scare me. If you put two mirrors in front of each other, it opens like something. Apparently, I
That's
don't
what they
know.
say. Or like when you sleep in front of a mirror and shit like that.
You can't put like a baby in front of the mirror, or like dogs don't like looking at mirrors. I don't know.
Yeah. That's
It
fucked
scares
because
me.
that's fucked. Because when I was a kid, I held my dog up to the mirror like, "Hey, that's you." You know what I'm saying?
My
Thinking that
dog
wasn't
has
doing nothing.
my dog has like she has stood and looked at herself in the mirror, and then she growls. Like just like you know how dogs when they're alert, they're stiff. She just
The hair, yeah, the hair comes up. Yeah.
she's like and I'm like
What the fuck are you seeing? Shit.
like what is going
Yeah.
on?
So the past guest was talking about how when you look at your reflection in the mirror, that's not actually you and shit. They said it's a genie or whatever the fuck. And there's like three different genies or some shit. There's a blue one, a green one, and a red one. And I guess the green one's the good one, the blue one's the trickster, and the red one's obviously the evil one. And I didn't know that shit. That was something new to me, and that kind of fucked up mirrors for me. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I was always superstitious about mirrors, but I didn't know it went in that fucking deep. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh, that's creepy. Like is this something that you kind of like see within yourself in the mirror, like when you're looking at yourself, or is it like more um it's there?
That's what I think, but when I asked that question, she was like, it depends on what mirror you have. So you can get a mirror, like whatever mirror you get from like a store, it can either be one of the three. You know what I'm saying? So you be lucky to get the green one, but if you get the trickster, you're probably gonna be fucking with your mind. The evil one, like that's bringing the negative energy in your house type shit, and yeah, opening the doors. So I'm like, fuck, I don't know what type of mirror this one is. I haven't seen nothing crazy yet, and I hope not, but hopefully it's a good one. Shit. If
I
that's
have
true.
like one, two, three, four mirrors in my room, bro.
4 mirrors, yeah, you gotta think about that. I mean,
Five,
do
six.
you, do
Damn.
you, do you feel like energy differences every time you enter your room?
No, no.
You might be good then. You might have gotten all four green. You know what I'm saying? But
Off working.
yeah,
That would be a coincidence. That would be a sweet dream um experience. Cause what
that'd
the
be the
fuck?
that's the big man upstairs looking out.
Oh, God love me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I tell everybody. Like, stay like even if you don't believe like that, at least stay closer to the good side than the bad side, because that could that could
Exactly.
that could put you down the bad path. You know what I'm saying? And those are the motherfuckers that be wanting to play with Ouija boards and shit, and I don't fuck with that.
You
You probably had those kids in high school, huh? Where they're like, "Oh, we should do a Ouija board in the school or fucking around it."
actually no. I ain't never had nobody ask me to do no Ouija board. I don't know what school you went to, but in my school, we don't play
I, w-
that.
I was at two different high schools because I moved around frequently, but I went to this was in Colorado, so it was like a mix of ghetto kids, rich kids, all kinds of different kids, and they wanted to do that. When I went to school in Maryland, they wasn't about that shit because I was straight up ghetto school, and they were like, "I don't fuck with that." So nah, we have other shit to worry about, type of
Mm,
deal.
my high
But the
school
one
was called Ghetto Creek, so
actually,
well, it's Meadow Creek, but its reputation. If someone was like, "What school you go to?" and I'm like, "Well, Meadow Creek," they'd be like, "Oh, Ghetto Creek," and I'm like, "Well, I guess I don't, I don't know. Like, I'm
yeah,
not ghetto, so I'm fine."
yeah. When I was at the one in Colorado, they wanted to do because we had like these little tunnel type shits. Not they weren't like sewers, but they're like tunnels, like black hole tunnels that go underneath the street. They wanted to go in there and do a fucking Ouija board, and I was like, "Fuck that shit." And people used to always go in there like to go fuck or to go make out or go do whatever the fuck their business is. I don't know why, cause it's a creepy ass dark hole. You know what I'm saying? But people would go in there and do drugs, fuck, whatever the fuck they wanted, and people wanted to do a Ouija board down there. And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm going in that bitch again.
It took the Ouija board for you to never go down there again.
Yeah.
Mm. Not the coochie, badissy, nothing.
Well, you got to think I was a freshman in high school, so I was kind of like, oh, so this is what the older kids are doing. This is what the upperclassmen are doing. Okay, cool.
Hmm. Okay,
This is the
yeah.
spot. This is the spot. Then if
This
I
is the
can score
spot.
myself, I can score myself a blunt down here. You know what I'm saying? Like I was kind of thinking outside the box a little bit, but
Just stay in the box. Just stay in
you
the
said
box.
stay in the box.
Just stay in the box. I wish a lot of the time in high school I stayed in the box. I'm like, fuck outside of the box. I'm gonna stay in this pretty cushy box. I'm good. Cause look at y'all.
Usually I could predict the type of student people was in high school. I can't for you.
Really?
I really can't. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you weren't like the one that knew everything, like knew the shit that was going on in the class. Like I want to say the nerdy ones. I don't think you were that. I don't think you was the loud Cheeto girl. But then again, maybe in some days, like maybe on a Friday, I don't know. It's hard for me to predict.
So I would be like the. I can say I was really good at science. I was really good at math. Um, then in reading, I would just have more conversation than I would when it comes to like I was a really good writer in there. So I feel like I was a nerd, and then there was times that I was like, I know I'm good in this class, so I slack off and I kind of jump table to table. I was like a social butterfly, really.
Okay.
But
So you
normally
so you that knew a lot of people type of deal. Like you knew
hmm
everybody. Okay.
I was never like in one. I was never like in a group. I was more like the free person that I know this group of people and this group of people, and they're complete opposite. So I just kind of fit in wherever.
I got you. What vibe do I give off?
I feel like you were quiet at some point, and then you kind of worked your way up to like more of a social status with the people that you were hanging around at some point, and you got the sewer shit. But I don't know because you moved school to school, so you probably took the personality that you grew into from one school and started that in another school, and from that school you grew another personality and took all the beneficial parts of that into the other school. But I can't pinpoint which ones they could have been because I feel like you were pretty smart but quiet, but you were running around with like the cool kids or whatever.
Okay, so I would say you kind of hit that on the nail. So I definitely would. I would say I was quiet my freshman year. My freshman year was actually my awkward year. Like I didn't
Mm.
fuck with freshman year at all. And that was with the whole what do you call it, black hole shit that was going
Mhm.
in. That was that year. Once I moved to Maryland, which is the last school I moved to where I graduated from, that school I started meeting more people, started what you say, increasing my social status, and then what I'm saying, getting in with the mix of everybody, especially the people that were well known type deal. Kind of just doing connections. But I was also the athlete too.
Hey,
So
what did you play?
I was a wrestler
Ooh, oh, you wrestled. I was a
because
wrestler
I
too.
was too short. I was too short for basketball and too small for football. So wrestling was the sport.
Which is weird because in my high school there was short basketball players, but they were really good, and there was yeah, I wouldn't say short football players, but there was like there was short basketball players. They just had to play, like they had to just prove themselves a little bit more.
That's what I'm saying. And I couldn't do that. I didn't play basketball enough to do that. And football, I'm not bad at football. It's just, the people that actually play the shit are actually big. So, like, if I get hit by someone that's like 300 pounds, that's it.
Yeah, that's it for you.
That's my season. Yeah. So, wrestling is what I went to. So,
I did play a sport. What sport do you think I played?
I would think you were a soccer player.
Mm-mm.
You give me soccer player vibes. It wasn't soccer?
Mm-mm.
I don't know why. You give off mad fucking soccer vibes.
Sorry, yo no soy. I'm just kidding. I'm Hispanic, pero como like get it together.
Hey, Mira, I could say that. I'm one of the ones that didn't play soccer. You know what I'm saying? I'm too Americanized for soccer.
Look at my little Puerto Rican um
I
flower
fuck with.
holder thing.
I fuck with. So what sport did you play then? If it wasn't that
Volleyball.
volleyball,
Hmm.
was you? You wasn't the one by the net. You couldn't have been.
No,
The 411.
those are the nets. I was a passer, so I was like back middle or like behind the setter or behind one of the nets.
Okay. I play a
Hmm.
mean game of beach volleyball. I might have
I
to.
I love me some volleyball. I literally go play volleyball. Like it sounds weird, but like alone. So like if I find a net, I will play both sides, but like closer to the net, obviously, because I'm alone.
Yeah.
Because I can't find friends that like want to go play volleyball and just have a chill day and play volleyball.
So
Or I play.
if you go to Puerto Rico, especially in what is it, Playa Isabela, they play volleyball over there. Like just random people playing volleyball.
It is so fun. It's like a million people could play it. Like what the hell?
But see,
Now
I'm good.
actual
I'm good.
volleyball
I'm good as
is
fuck at beach volleyball. I can't play court because I don't feel like falling on the court.
that's why
But
you
on the
have
stand,
knee
bro, I'll
pads.
die for that motherfucker.
So you have like knee pads. So the first thing that hits the ground is like um maybe like this part or your knees, which is with your knee pads.
Yeah,
Hmm. So if you're like catching a ball or whatever, you're normally like you're already down here, and this hits before like anything else hits, and you'll like stop a ball from like hitting the floor.
yeah,
Um, but it's definitely something that you get used to, and you don't look forward to it, but you already expect the feeling of falling to the floor, so you
yeah.
don't get as like scared or not used to it. But like the beach, I haven't done it at the beach.
Bro, that's I love it. I love that shit. The only thing I hate is like when you fall. Sometimes you get sand up in your ass. And you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Shit kind of sucks.
Do you ever
But
get like cut by sand? Because sand is like glass.
nah, I never actually got cut by sand.
Really?
Nah, out of all the times I
No
played beach
scrapes or
volleyball,
anything?
mm-mm. I've seen other people get scrapes, and I'm like, damn, I'm
Yeah,
clean.
a sand, because I think it was like you burn sand or something. Glass is sand.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, if you fucking cook it, it's gonna turn to glass. Yeah, like you said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny.
shit. Go out to Puerto Rico, play that shit. They play it all the time.
I got to. I gotta go take a trip for real. God damn it.
They thought I was Puerto Rican when I went out there. That's what really made my experience enjoyable. Like they thought I was a local.
I could see you being Puerto Rican. I couldn't have
Everyone
imagined that
says that shit.
You're Mexican.
Everyone says that shit. I don't know why. I really don't
It's
know what gives that type of energy. Or
okay.
that.
So I in my like in where I grew up, at least in the in Georgia part, was around a lot of Salvadorians, Hondurans, and
Yeah.
Mexicans. And between all those, I would guess that you're Salvadorian, like not
I've
even Puerto
gotten
Rican.
that. I've gotten that too. I think it's because I have lighter skin tone.
Yep.
You know, and most Mexicans have a darker skin tone, but in all reality, if you go to northern Mexico, like Jalisco,
Hmm.
they're pretty light like me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even
So
lighter. Look at Canelo. You know what I'm saying? That man's a whole fucking ginger. He's
white
Mexican.
ass. It's giving like Lunai. Like you could be like a Lunai,
Don't fucking say that. Everybody on me.
or Daddy Yankee or something.
Nah, Yankee got too big of a head for me.
Yo, he does have a big ass head.
They said Luna had a big head too, and I was like, bro, do I
Lunai
have a
looks
big
like a
head? Like,
Lunai is like a Hispanic Justin Bieber from back in the day, like Justin Bieber back in the day, just now in Hispanic.
but he does music better in my opinion.
Lunai.
Yeah,
I'm not really into like it's not that I'm not into it. It's just I don't really listen to it a lot. I feel
yeah.
like if I was exposed to like the correct songs that would fit me, I would get more into it. So I can't tell you one Lunai song except for Soltera.
Hmm. So then, what type of music do you really listen to then?
Just like anything singable because I'm more of like a melodic person. So maybe like um
Future,
Adele, Adele definitely. Uh,
Future. You better have Future in that playlist.
Selena Quintanilla.
Okay.
I don't listen to a lot of rap. It doesn't like it appeals to me sometimes, but you won't see me searching up anything rap for real.
You gotta listen to Future. Future changed the game for you.
Heard. I'll note that. Now, see, now I feel like I have to. Now it's like homework, so it's like I'll study it a little bit.
Yeah,
But
I'm giving you. I'm
me on
giving
my
you an
own will.
welcome to my class. I'm giving you an assignment first day. Listen to
Okay.
Future.
All right.
This in the future. I'm telling you, he gonna change it for you.
Do you know any Selena Quintanilla songs?
Though I do, but the one that I really like is Bitty Bitty Bum Bum. That one
Bitty
hits.
bitty bum bum. I keep taking out and putting on
But
reflection because my
her story too sad, bro. I don't like her. I don't like the story. I don't like what she went through, type of dude.
my
But
whatchamacallit, my
I don't like
eyelash.
what she went through with her father. I don't like what she went through at the end. You know when she died. Like I don't like all that. That
Did
shit's
you
sad
see
as fuck.
the Did you see the series on Netflix?
No, I didn't want to.
No. It shows a little bit more of the story, or well, honestly, no one will truly know. People just have one opinion and another opinion. There's two opinions that float around. Everyone that knows the real story are the people that were in it. So I don't like to really, I just like to watch and see what other people have concocted from the movie and
Yeah,
the series. So um because I mean, anybody could say anything about you, but you know your experience, and you're the one that knows the reality of it.
yeah,
So, I just like to listen and see how other people really think about it. So, I don't have like a true opinion. I just think it's shitty what they have put out there,
yeah.
and God forbid it happens to another artist out there. It's just horrible.
It is. Like I said, I feel like she went through a rough fucking time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And people didn't start realizing that until they started making movies about it, TV shows about it, and it's like, oh shit, she went through that. Yes, she did. You
It
know what I'm
was
saying?
horrible.
That lets people believe like, okay, so maybe artists actually go through some shit. Yes, they fucking do. They're people. You know what I'm saying? They go through
Yeah.
shit like everybody fucking else. They're not god figures. I don't know why people look at artists and shit, actors, actresses like they're fucking gods and stuff. They're people.
No. And the thing is, like, people in that kind of industry, they're always active. That means something is always being done. Deals are always being made. Promises,
I
conversations
like how you
are being
said
had.
I like how you said deals because when it comes to the deals, we don't know exactly what they're signing up with, and
No
that's a
one knows. No
right.
one reads those contracts except for them. We don't know.
Exactly.
So, and there's constant things happening. Every single waking moment for them is a job to live up their brand. So,
Yeah.
artists in general is like they're like, yes, we may see all the their outcomes, but the shit that comes before it is hell. We may see their shows, but how long did it take to prepare for the show? What did he have to get over and conquer mentally in order to put this show on and put this out for you guys to enjoy 10 minutes of?
Exactly. We could look up and see how much they get paid, and be like, okay, that's a lot, but we can't see the rest of that contract. We don't know what they had to do. If they had to do some crazy shit for it, some
Mm-hmm.
weird sexual shit for it, and that's true. They had sometimes they got to do shit like that. It's a
Mm-hmm.
conspiracy theory, but I think that's a true one. You know what I mean?
Like the whole
Yeah.
that's
Which it's funny because I don't even think they're called Illuminati. Like people use that name. I don't even know if they're called that.
just
They're
like
just known.
God, God isn't even called God. It's Yeshua. Jesus name is Yeshua, so it's like Illuminati's probably it's definitely like a something there.
I'm gonna tell
But
you this though. When you see like, I don't know if you know what a Freemason looks like. When you see that fucking logo and you see that shit, that's what the fuck it is, and that
Freeman,
tells you, yeah.
what is
You don't know what
Illuminati?
that.
I
I
probably
can't even
seen it.
describe it. Like I
Google.
know by visual. I know by visual, but it's kind of like it has like it's like a fucking compass fucking thing, and it's like I don't know. I have to look at it. I know by visual,
What is
but
it called?
it's called a Freemason. Oh yeah, there you go. You can look it up.
Freemas. Um,
And what these people believe is called Freemasonry, and that's some evil shit.
Freemason. Is it this?
Go over a little bit. I
Oh,
honestly, yep, that's it right there. Yep. You ever see that fucking logo?
but that's the Twitter logo now.
Oh, is it now?
Do you see that?
Yep.
That's the Twitter logo.
I didn't even know that because I'm not on Twitter like that. But that right there should tell you some shit. That
That's the
that
fucking Twitter logo, bro.
if they really put that as a Twitter logo, that should tell everybody something.
They
It's right in front
did.
of faces. You know what I'm saying?
Twitter.
What I tell you? What I tell you?
Twitter, basically.
What did I tell you? That shit
That's
is
creepy.
so that shit is right in front of people's faces, and they don't realize it. They're like, oh, Twitter. I know what it is. You don't know what that logo is though. That's right in front of your face. You don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Ay, qué asco. Just take my phone away. I just want to go live with the monkeys.
Yo,
I love bananas anyway. We could share, baby.
shit.
What the
Nah, but
fuck?
if you think that creeps you out, look up what the fuck they believe. Look at what all that shit. That'll really creep you the fuck out.
Freemason beliefs and practices. Oh, let's read it. Let's read it.
Yeah, and
No.
their
Oh,
practices too.
okay. Masons believe. It says Masons believe in a real personal and active God. While Masonry does not require belief in a particular God, it does require a Mason to believe in a supreme God, however conceived by the individual Mason, what makes you a Mason. He must belong and continue to belong to a local lodge or Blue Ridge. To become a member, it has been 3 stages of initiation. What's the 3 stages?
Yeah, go ahead. Look up those 3 stages of initiation.
Uh, prac-
Right in the
uh,
fucking head.
Hold on, Freemason, three, 3 stages.
If it's even on there, you know what I'm saying?
It'll probably um hmm, the stages entered apprentice, fellow on the craft, and master mason. I don't know. G.
So
What
it's
does
probably so
what?
it's probably
It
not
says
on
that
there.
the G in the letter is God and geometry. It's a reminder to every Freemason that every act they carry out is done in the presence of God, and the master architect of the universe. Represents G represents the letters 4 and science 5.
So I'm gonna put it this way: when it says God, it doesn't mean they're not talking about God. They're not talking about God. They're talking about yeah, that's their God. So don't let that confuse you. That's
Okay. Mm, that's
yeah.
Members come from many faiths, but one denomination in particular bars any crossover. Um, Freemasonry is not itself a religion. It's all its members believe in a supreme being or grand architect of the universe.
And that supreme being the one down there.
They just
They
make
won't
it
put they
sound,
won't, they won't put it out there like that obviously because people won't fucking
yeah.
respect it. But
Because I mean, if it was that way, we're Christians, though. Like,
then yeah, I mean, who's to say some Christian people aren't a part of that? You know what I'm saying? They could have got tricked into it and now they're stuck in it.
who even
Because
made the
with
name
that,
Christians? Like, what if I want to call myself another thing? Like,
like what?
I don't know. Like, who created the word? Is it because Christ basically
I
created
would assume it's because Christ, yeah.
Christ and then Catholic? What the
But
hell?
the scariest shit, so like your favorite celebrities that you watch on TV that you listen to could be a part of that shit and you wouldn't even know.
Bro, a lot of them, they speak sweet and they appeal to everyone. Um, and then you see them do this, and then in my head, I'm like, so this queen or whatever, um, she's part of. Oh, but you overlook it because she's the best. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I don't idolize anybody. I have like people that inspire me, and like I look at the things that they've done as in terms of like what I would like to achieve, but I don't look at someone and I'm like,
And a lot of people do that
a
shit.
lot of people do
They
that
don't
shit.
know and they don't know exactly what they're a part of, what they truly believe in and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like
Like when I tell you, like they will spend their last dime on their concert for
mhm.
no reason, for no goddamn
that
reason.
because that fucking symbol right there could have been in their contracts. Right at the very fucking end right there. Could have been on their contracts. and we don't know that. Look at the people that just hit a switch, just change from who they originally were. Perfect
Um,
example, Doja Cat.
Doja, this poor girl. You know,
Perfect example.
when I saw her video for I saw her video for look at me, you looking? I think it's that. I don't know what it's called, or demons. I don't know, something. Um, it literally, I was on shrooms and I was crying for her, but it made me, because it just made me spiritually like just sad for her.
Like
It was so,
you knew something was up with this girl. Yeah.
yeah, like I was actually sad. Like I felt like she was sitting right next to me and I can feel her spirit just die. Like I was just so upset for her, and
Hmm.
I don't know, it literally made me like I don't care. Like there was like two, three people around me. I'm like, do you know? Because I've never seen her videos, like the crazy ones that everybody talks about. I'm like, I've never seen them for real. So I
Yeah.
was like, I kind of want to see this. Like, I really want to see like what I'm listening to. Because then she put out "Paint the Town Red" and all
Yeah.
that, and I'm like, I've never seen the videos to this, so I kind of want to see the videos. And I was like, this is such a sad video. Like
Yeah.
her videos are like scary movies.
And that song "Paint the Town Red." It's not talking about blood, is it?
Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care. I paint the town red. She a devil. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
And it
I'm
was
telling
so
you,
catchy, and it was like literally on everybody's mind. But that's literally the
it.
point.
It's you said it's catchy. Key word. That's fucking brainwashing people.
It is.
It's brainwashing people.
That's the whole point. That's like, and no one talks about gospel being catchy.
Mm.
You
And
know,
I'm not.
no one talks about that.
And I'm not a big Bible reader. I
Mm-mm.
probably should be, but I know at one point it says that Lucifer was the angel of music. Now what the fuck is he doing? Influencing
Taking
all these,
over. It's literally
influencing,
that's what
yeah,
everybody's talking about.
influencing all these artists to do this shit. And that's what
It's
the
so
fuck.
sad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I sing my alabanzas. I sing my alabanzas, and I feel like, honestly, God gave me a gift of singing, and I sing the songs that I sing the best are always gospel, like alabanzas. Like you could put me in front of a church alone in the house. You hear me sing all kinds of alabanzas, and I'm like, oh my God, like I sound so beautiful. Like thank you God for giving me that. But sometimes when I sing like outside music that has nothing to do with God, it's like it's not the same feeling, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like you could feel it. Like if you could feel it, you feel it. If you know, you know.
Hey, you use that voice for good. You know what I'm saying? That's what he
Hmm.
wants you to do. Use that gift for use that voice or that gift for good. Yeah.
People want me to use it for like money and all that. Like lots of people, they're like, you gotta get in the studio. You get like that's where you'll get your fame
Which there's
and
nothing wrong with making money with something you're good at, but
mm,
money is
but the way they want me to do it, it doesn't
is
appeal to me, and I'm not gonna do something that doesn't appeal to me. Like I don't care if it's gonna if you think it's gonna be good for me. If I don't feel like it's gonna naturally flow, if I have to force any part of this, it's not for me.
exactly
Because I didn't have to force myself to know how to sing. I just did it and I loved it. I
exactly
didn't force myself to do it.
like you said, a God given gift. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And like I said, you could make money doing that, but what people are telling you is to get greedy with it. Do that
Hmm.
only for money. Get a studio. Do this. Become famous. Become one of the people you see on TV.
And one thing that I'm putting on, oh my goodness, I know I'm just gonna carry God with me through my journey, because I am in this realm of like entertainment and whatever. But you know how people like to sugarcoat things to not get canceled, or they just like put a whole thing in front of themselves so they don't look a certain way. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care. And one thing that I like, I'm not gonna start caring once I get there. Like I mean, I'm not gonna say that I won't. I hope I don't start caring when I get there, because what has caring like about what other people? I mean, I don't care about what people around me right now think.
Mm.
And it's yeah, I'm still leveling up. So like I hope I don't get sucked into the mentality of what others are
I'm gonna
in
tell you this: as long as you good with the man up there, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't forget about that because that's what these artists did. They
mm-hmm.
forgot about that. They got greedy with the money. They got greedy with whatever was on that fucking contract, and now they fucked.
I'm like,
Sell they soul. Let me tell you something. When they say sell they soul, I don't believe they actually do that. I just think they signed a contract. They signed their life away, not necessarily their soul,
they
because
made
your soul,
a deal with the devil.
because your soul don't belong to you. Let's be
Mm-hmm.
real. The soul don't belong. The soul belongs to there. Belongs to that man. So they're not selling their soul. They're selling their life away.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, they are though, because God's like, you weren't on my side, so good luck with it, wherever I send you, type of deal.
Yep.
You know,
Mm-mm.
but it's crazy to see that shit, and it's happening more and more as years go by. If you notice that, more and more crazy shit.
Yes.
See more, even the concerts now. I don't know if you know who Lil Uzi Vert is. You know who Lil Uzi Vert is?
I know who he is. I don't listen to
I wouldn't. I wouldn't either. But
or
have you
Nas.
know,
Like I know Lil Nas X. He apparently did the whole gay thing or whatever for like publicity, and he's not really. And I'm like, damn, you
that's all they
telling
care.
me you couldn't get big just by being yourself, bro? What does that tell
That's
you
all
about you?
they care about: being in the limelight, staying in the limelight, and getting paid to do it. That's what they care about.
Mm-mm. That's not a cool
And
legacy, bro.
it's not. You know what I'm saying? They don't care how many listeners they bring with them. They just care about the money they're gonna make and staying relevant. That's all. That's what people care about when they're not famous. Look at TikTok. Look at everybody on TikTok. Look at everybody on Instagram. What do they look like they care about? You see what I'm saying?
That ass. Jesus.
But I will say you have more than decent following on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing things right.
Hmm. I just whatchamacallit, I don't post as often as everyone like would tell me to post.
Yeah,
But I mean, I don't care. Like I do my own thing and it works out in my way. And that's what I try to like relay on to people. I'm like, do things your way because when you put something out there on your timing, you'll do good.
and that worked well for you. You have what, over 30K right now, right?
40.
40K, yeah. So shit, it worked out well for you. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
would, yeah, keep doing that. Keep doing all that for
You
sure.
too, because whatchamacallit, you're growing your podcast and you're going crazy. So
And believe it or not, this is still fairly new. This whole podcast
really,
thing.
really?
So I've been at the game for about a couple of years now. But originally I was only posting to Spotify. There was no video, no visuals, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until last season where I started doing like the whole no, I did like a whole restart type of deal, and then started with the first season. Started doing my visuals, all that shit. So it's still pretty new, but I'm trying to build it. I'm still trying to build it. You can
That's
only go
pretty
up.
cool. You gotta find like people around you and maybe start like in person.
That's the goal. That's definitely the goal. But when
That's
it
my
comes
goal.
to,
I want to do that.
but that's why I said like I appreciate you even being down to come on, because a lot of this is a sensitive topic, paranormal stuff, myth stuff. A lot of people don't like to talk about that because they think it brings in that type of energy, and I'm not gonna deny them that, it can if your mind's not in the right place, but if you're just talking about it and you're not really like putting like full fear belief into it, you'll be fine.
Mhm.
Simple as that. I got crosses all over the place. I ain't afraid of it.
Dios me va a proteger. I'm like, God, we just talking. You know what I'm saying? We just we
Yeah.
just acknowledging what the rest of the world is going through mentally. We got you though. You got
when it
us.
comes when it comes to the world, shit,
The
this is
world. Ugh.
in a wacky ass fucking state right now. Fucking
This year has been out of whack. It's like shifted or something. Like if you were to bring a globe to me, I'd be like, that is not the world that we live in. We live in this one.
I wish I brought
This
you
one.
on last season. Last season I talked about relationships and vibes within people. And that was a good one. That I probably dropped maybe like 40 episodes
I could
on that.
talk all day about that.
I
All
wish I
day.
brought you on that. I'm gonna have to bring that one back. I'm gonna bring that one back in a later season, but That was a good one.
Definitely. Oh, you gotta bring it up throughout like February.
February, yeah, Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The
But
this the holiday season in general, because that's when everybody's coupled up and booed up and everything.
see, I thought doing that in summer was cool, so I brought it up for the summer. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you said dog. Summer,
No, do you
man.
like? I mean, I'm in Atlanta, so it's like it's different. Like everybody wants to be hot and outside.
Yeah, summer love. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing.
Outside, like no one's in no relationship. Everybody wants to be cuffed up like when it's cold and it's like more family
You right.
oriented reasons and stuff. When it's outside, everybody's at an event outside, at the beach, at the pool, at a party, something. Too much.
You
It's too
right.
loud.
Okay. I'll get it. Yeah, you right. You made a point there. Especially when you said cuddle season. Yeah, you made a point there.
Hot girl summer, like that was a big thing.
That wasn't all that meant was they was gonna go and try to get some, you know what? So that's all the fuck that meant. And dudes
Oh,
was
that sounds so weird. It sounds like, ugh. Hold on. I don't even know. I don't even want to say what it sounds like. Oh my
hey,
God. That
hey,
sounds like
dude,
a burning and itching summer.
hey, ew. Hey, dudes was on the same. Dudes was on the same shit. So I mean, fuck, they doing their thing, man. They doing their thing. But all I'm gonna say is, ending that off, dating apps are not the fuck it. They our generation fuck dating apps up.
You know, I did use dating apps because when I
Tinder.
was I was doing, and that's how I know that the nightlife and the loud life is not for me. I tried to be like a club promoter. So I went and made a profile and did like look for men and women, and I put like, hey, so I'm recruiting for like come to the club or whatever. Men come get a bottle, whatever. And it was just not for me. But like that's what I would use it for. And I would just swipe on everybody, every single motherfucker on there. I'm like, girls, guys, everybody come to the club. Come give me some money.
Yeah. I'm young as fuck, and I already say nightlife is not it. You know what I'm saying? I already did it too much, and I was like, this is not the fuck it.
I
People
started
on
at
some,
19 and I'm 21 and I got tired of it like
are we the same age? Yeah, I started
5 years.
at around 19, but I was in Korea doing this shit, and I would say Korea nightlife is a lot better than here. You know what I'm saying?
You went to Korea?
Here, yeah, I was there for a year,
For what?
just two. You know what I'm
Just to
saying?
be there?
Why? Yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying?
I want to do that someday.
You got it. You can do it.
I
Anybody can do
can't
it.
do it. Is the what is it? What's the currency over there?
Won.
Won.
Yeah, it's called won.
So are you better off over there with what you have here?
Like living wise,
Hmm.
I would say so. I would say so. Definitely say so. Yeah,
The American
but
dollar has gone to shit.
that's just not even gonna be $1 in the next couple years, man. It's not. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck?
A lot of shit. I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of shit is gonna happen in the next couple years. Just watch.
Bro,
Watch.
when it's our turn to be adults and we're actually smart and we have very intelligent minds out in the society. We have some assholes, but we have very like a different like mentally leveled group of people in this world that are now adults. And now the world wants to go to shit.
Yep. And now they have AI shit. So we'll see where the fuck that goes.
Like
Fuck.
maybe I have to invent something crazy to I don't know, to be off well or something, but
Invent something to counter this AI shit, because that's gonna fuck things up, in my opinion.
to counter the AI shit, we gotta go back in time, sweetie. We gotta bring men back into farming. Help here, take all these buildings down, okay? I don't know. Stop constructing new stuff. Stop coming out with new iPhones. I don't know. Get cashiers back. Get more jobs. Get stop doing the self check. I don't know. We just gotta knock that shit out. Ban the internet. That's what we gotta do. Ban it, and then we could go back in time and we could have a peaceful life.
You're right about that. I mean, the internet could be good income, you know what I'm saying? But to ban it, that'd probably save the fucking world. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Ban all that shit, and it'll save the world. Because
Because
it'll also force people to socialize outside of the shit. People are
and
so used to socializing on this shit. It's all kinds of fucked up.
people
It's
think
all
that they like the world is the internet. Like if you were to take the people back in the day, they actually had to there's a place called Korea. I want to go to Korea. I've only seen it in the history books. I'm gonna go travel over there. You've never seen a picture of Korea, any of the attractions there until you go.
yeah.
Until you go and you work your ass off to get a ticket, or you work your ass off to find your way over there, and it's way more enjoyable than being like, oh, any day I could book a flight
Yeah.
and go anywhere that I want. I'm like, that's not enjoyable.
Now
That is
people can
not
just Google
enjoyable.
like, okay, this is where I'm gonna go, and it's like,
If you could do it at any point, it's not enjoyable. Just like everything, it's not a prize anymore if you could do whatever you want.
yeah,
It gives me fast food vibes. If you eat fast food every day, it's not enjoyable. But if you never eat it and you're like, okay, this is a cheat day, like a fry from McDonald's doesn't sound too bad, and you're like, oh my god, this tastes so good. But if you eat a fry every fucking day, you're like, damn, this is kind of tiring.
yeah,
Like,
you'll get tired of the Big Macs pretty fucking quick. Saying, and it don't like it's good in the moment, but it don't make you feel good afterwards. You're like, fuck, I really ate that nasty ass shit. Mm.
right? Like, no, like sometimes, like when I get like, I have my moments where I have cravings, and I'm like, I need to get a fry. As soon as I eat it, I smell it. I'm like, I'm gonna throw this away. Sometimes I have to eat it outside the car because I don't want it to be in my car. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
want this around me. Get this away from me. I need to eat a banana or orange or something. Get it away. I can't do it.
Eat some real meat, then that shit's fucking manufactured shit. Nah, man.
And oh my god, the manufactured meat, the nowadays, the fake meat that they create in the labs. Oh my god. Oh, you guys. Oh, okay.
I gotta
I'm over
go.
here.
I gotta
I'm
go.
trying to I'm trying to whatchamacallit gain weight and everything. And so that means I have to like change my diet. I have to eat more like beefs and meats and all this and all that. How am I supposed to do that? If everything's fake, I don't even have the ability to figure out if it's real or not unless I just start touching the shit. And what if I touch the shit and it's real? And it's like, well then there goes my beef patty.
Real.
Like
I would say if you want to find legit meat, go to the ghetto stores, the cheap
the
ghetto
ghetto
store,
store or the butchery.
the butchery too. Yeah, you can go there too. Like this
Oh.
ghetto store right around the block, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, they
Just
got real
hanging,
meat. They got real
hanging.
meat. And Walmart is ghetto. Don't get me wrong, but that they don't have real meat. That's it. They don't have real meat.
It's so scary. It's like paper. It's like foam. I don't know what it is that they have in their string cheese. Like what? I'm like now I can't even like get on a good diet because nothing's real. I have to go every once in a while and take a trip out of the country to get some real food over here.
Definitely travel whenever you get
Even
a
the
chance.
eggs, even eggs here, even the eggs outside of the country are way better than the ones here. How does that even work?
But
Like what?
the fast food places in Korea were a lot better. I'm just gonna put it that way. So whenever you get a chance, travel, travel, see the
Some
world
bull-
differently. Travel, even
There
if
was
it's to
this.
the island, even if it's to the island of Puerto Rico, because you know what, Puerto Rico may be a U.S. territory, but they doing shit. They're doing shit their own way. Still, they
Puerto
didn't
Rico is
stop.
always gonna be puro, and it's just everybody over there and like Eli is happy. Like there's crime still, but it's Puerto Rico. Like you telling me we're gonna be mad instead of eating an alcapurria on the beach? Okay, you could be mad.
I'll tell you one thing.
So
They didn't fuck around with that Bacardi 151 though. Like I had mojitos out there. They were
yeah, para la isla.
all kinds of Bacardi 151. I got fucked up, man, but it was fun. It was fun. My homie puked and shit. Like I was like, damn, crazy times. But shit, that about wraps up this episode. But before we end it off, I do have a little challenge. I do at the end of every episode. You get nervous. You look nervous. It's
I'm
not.
nervous.
It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy.
Okay.
Have you heard of the emoji challenge?
No.
So basically, I pop up. You see where it says Gonzo's Convos right there.
Mhm.
Pop up an emoji right there, and you just try to act it out as spot on as you can.
Okay.
She said, "Bet." All right, here's the first one.
I don't know.
I feel like this one's like most used by everybody. That one's most used by everybody.
Yeah, I use that all the time.
that that one's my lit face for sure.
I have tiny eyes, so it
I do too, but
that's creepy as hell. Oh my gosh.
all right, this last one. This is probably the easiest one. So I
Oh
don't
my
know
god,
if
look
you.
at my finger, y'all.
Oh, you're double jointed. I don't know how you do that.
A crazy finger.
I
Yeah,
know
look.
people that
Like
can do that, and I was like, bro, that's fucking weird.
it's an L. It's literally an L. It's crazy.
Did you
But
break it before, or is it just like that?
um it's like this.
Now,
Yeah. It's a right
bro,
angle.
that's so weird. What the fuck?
Yeah. I could like
Ugh.
do that too, but it's really out there. It's my pregnant finger, I call it. And it's like that. Like even
I'm
if I
about to
have my
say
hands
like,
straight.
I'm about to say like, imagine you were like, never mind. I'm not gonna get in on that. Nah.
Someone's told me before. Someone's told me before.
I imagine, you get curious. Never mind. But with this emoji, right? I don't know if you use it a lot, but I've seen this in a lot of posts, and I don't really know what the fuck it is. The actual meaning of it is.
Oh, I say whenever I use you is more like I'm peeking, like oop, like really, or someone says something out of the out of the out of the realm, like something risky, and you're like ooh, like did you really say that? Like ooh,
But see,
don't.
that's funny. Y'all use it like that, but it's like no one does. I feel like no one does that in real life though. Like how like all these other emojis, people will actually do that in real life. The wink, the kiss, all that shit. But this
Mhm.
one, I don't think so.
Oh, so if I were to something similar to that, but like, I do more like ooh, like I wouldn't be like that's weird.
That would be weird. Imagine like you were flirting with somebody, you just did that. He'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Am I scary to you? Like, what the fuck is this
Right?
shit?"
Like the most I would do is maybe like this, but like
Yeah.
to open a finger, that's weird.
So what in a real situation, what would make you do that shit?
Um, if I'm not supposed to be seeing something and I still want to see, like when I was little, and like movies would come on with my parents, and they'd tell me to cover my eyes, I'd be like in the slightest way, not so big,
Yeah,
but I'd be like something like that.
but not for like scary movies and nothing like that. 'Cause that's what I thought this was for.
Yes, yes.
Like
Oh, but
recently.
for scary movies or suspenseful ones, or like the gory ones where it makes you more like eerie, and it's not scary, but it's like disgusting scary.
Yeah.
I'd be like, ugh, like like Saw. I just saw Saw X.
Oh shit.
I was like, what am I watching? I was like, half of the time I was like, what? So yeah, something like that, or maybe if it's like, how people pretend they're like, oh, if you saw your homegirl with another dude, um, what would you do? Shit, I don't know. Girl, I ain't see nothing. I ain't see
That's
nothing.
what he said. I don't watch the gory shit. I didn't see Saw none of that shit. Mm-mm.
Don't
Are you?
eat.
You said don't eat.
Don't eat. If you watch it, don't eat.
I wasn't planning on. I don't fuck with that gory shit. Guts spilling out and shit. Nah, bro.
My friend got food while we were watching it,
Get
and
through
in
it.
my head I'm like this bitch. I'm like this bitch. She eating,
Yeah.
she munching over here, and all you see is like brains over there, like on the screen.
Did she throw up?
No, but she's like, bruh, I'm eating.
Like, damn,
Crazy, bruh.
damn. Yeah. When it comes to horror movies, I like to watch the old school shit. This new shit's like either gory or demonic. Like I can't fuck with it.
It's
I
like they
can't.
can't find a middle. It's all Conjuring and Satan and
And then the remaking the fucking Exorcist, like nah, bro.
I haven't watched the they okay.
It's coming out, I guess, but I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. Mm-mm.
I'm having a battle with these glasses. I kind of just like my eyes get tired of the light, so I just do this
Yeah,
again.
you're like putting them back and forth. I'm shit.
Yeah. They're like
But
they're gonna be like, let's count how many times she put the glasses on in the comments.
I'm actually gonna count. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be
You
like,
should
how
do
many
that.
times did she do that shit?
You should do that. They're gonna be like,
I got,
why she put on her glasses like 11 times? Like
how many
somebody
times
else
she
is gonna
put
be
up?
like, I counted 17, but okay.
It might have been 17. I'm gonna have to count how many times you put it up here. I'm gonna count.
Probably like up here, yeah, a few times.
But
How many times did she get up close to the camera? This is gonna be funny.
no, you was getting in on it. That's what I like. You was getting into it. I fuck with it. I got you going.
I could
But
talk about everything.
I'm definitely gonna bring you on a future season for sure. Like
You
that shit.
better.
I definitely will. Yeah, we friends now. We friends now.
Hmm.
We on the same wavelength. I got you
Locked in.
locked in. I
Do
got
it.
you.
You gotta do
Got
this emoji. See, I could do this emoji.
you. With the finger.
Yeah, that's the one. So, pow. I can do that.
But shit, I appreciate you coming on, taking the time out of your day to come on here, talk about this stuff, and it's a sensitive topic, and I definitely look forward to bringing you on the future season for sure.
Yes, sir. I look forward to being on your future shows, especially the ones that has to do with relationships, because I got a few words to say about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that one back. I decided I'm gonna bring that one back. I
All
might just
right.
make that like the main fucking one of the podcast because that one was a hit. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I might do that. But yeah, I do appreciate you coming on. We friends now. We cool. We locked in, and
Yes,
just stay tuned to the post. Oh,
definitely.
shout out your social medias to everybody before you
I
do.
will. And if you guys didn't catch my social medias in the very beginning, my name is Ellie. You can find me on my social media at ITSSS. That's three S's. .ELYYY, three Y's on everything. Okay, that's social. That's Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube without the dot. But yeah, that's
Oh,
where you
she
can
got a
find me.
YouTube too. Hey, y'all go check that out. Y'all go, show her some love on social media. And hell yeah, appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.